Well, hello everybody. Paranormal Video Gamer here. It has been a long time since I've actually sat down and did a live stream. Today is a very special day for me, and I'm not going to be playing the game here, Diablo 3. This is just letting you guys know tomorrow I'm going to be live streaming Diablo 2 as soon as I can get it downloaded to my system and I'm able to make sure that it's up and running. I will be doing a live stream on Diablo 2. I'm going to play as much of the game as I can tomorrow night. Hey, RH Bree, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to be playing, again, Diablo 2 tomorrow. This is just giving you guys a heads up. I figured, you know what, I may as well just do this live because I haven't done a live stream in, like, forever. I know it's been heck, and, you know, with everything going on in my life and, you know, with COVID and then the new Delta variant, as I said on my Game Ahead radio stream, it has been kind of hectic trying to find time to do any type of live stream, and that's why I kind of had to take a break because of work and getting home from work. You get home at 8 o'clock and you know, you're exhausted because you've worked, 11 hours, which that's actually my norm, working about 11 hours a day. And it's very draining, to say the least. But I'm coming back for Diablo 2. I'm going to start regularly streaming Skyrim, and yeah, I am going to be streaming Skyrim very, very soon, Magna. I'm going to be streaming that, getting back into that. I have it all ready to go. I just have to pick a day that I'm going to be streaming Skyrim, and I also will be streaming the next game in the Elder Scrolls series, Elder Scrolls 6. I plan on streaming that. I plan on getting an Xbox X at some point, but for right now, because the prices are just insane, especially for the Xbox and PlayStation 5. Holy crap. What's up, PVG? Sean, no, I cannot see you. What is up, PG? I used to watch you on my other account, if you remember me. I might, Ryan. Everybody is doing good, man. Damo, the Trap, he's got a really cool YouTube channel, guys. Give him a chance and go check out his shit, because his shit's pretty awesome. Oh, Myho. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool, man. Well, welcome back, Myho. But, so, again, for tomorrow, I am going to be streaming Diablo 2. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We've got about 19 hours before Diablo actually downloads onto my system. And I've got a new microphone that you guys can probably hear. I've got some new equipment that I'm going to be putting into my new computer that I have set up. I'm probably going to use my PVR because it's one of those things that I love using the PVR for. Especially the first moment of the game, but I might not. You guys could probably see there's a camera up on the top there. I haven't really messed around with my camera. It's actually sitting behind my PlayStation, and I can actually move here a little bit. Let me see if I can find... yes, it's actually sitting behind my system here. I'm going to have to adjust this and play around with it, but this is the new microphone. I got rid of my headset. My headset finally broke after I don't even know how long of playing with that one. My headset was just old and ancient, and it just needed to be retired, I guess. Ooh, a little dusty on the thing. That's what happens when you don't play on streaming for a little while. So the other games that I've got planned for the future. Get you guys into the thing. There we go. Okay. Oh wait, you can't see my head. Oh crap! You can't see my head. It's almost like I disappeared. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay. There, you guys can see me a little bit wearing my Super Mario shirt. I gotta look like I'm actually an important person here on YouTube. I've missed doing streams. It has been kind of hellish again with COVID and COVID variant and all that kind of fun stuff. I was decapitated. But yeah, I've missed doing live streams. I've missed being on YouTube and Twitch, and that's one of the things that I want to get back into, doing both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, because I do have the system still to simulcast on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and I'm looking into doing some live streams, guys, with Game Ahead Radio. I want to get a panel together and get a bunch of guests to come over my house. I'm in the process of actually putting together a game room, and I've got a lot of really cool stuff that I've bought over the year that I've been kind of running around and kind of doing my thing, and just trying to basically, get used to the idea of streaming and doing Game Ahead Radio. I had to take a little bit of a break from Game Ahead Radio because of everything going on. We've got plans for Game Ahead Radio. I've got a couple guests that I've requested to come on Game Ahead Radio. One of them is a very, very popular gamer and game producer. And I've also got plans to bring a record holder onto Game Ahead Radio and talk about his records and about what is going on in his life and things like that, and what gaming means to him. And do I think I will ever do VR? Yes, at some point I will. It's just VR sets right now are very expensive. With VR, I have a couple of VR games, actually. I have a couple creepy ones that I bought when they were on sale. And I'm probably going to do the PlayStation VR, and I want to do Alien Isolation as a VR, because I think that that's one of the greatest games ever in terms of horror experience. And I wouldn't mind doing Resident Evil 7 in VR. I heard that that's actually pretty fun with VR. But again, I have to go out and actually buy all the equipment. And, unfortunately, the pandemic, I had to do a lot of stuff to my house with the money that I got from work. I have to put a new roof on my house because my roof decided to take a crap this year. I had to put in new windows in my house because the windows were literally falling apart, and I went to go open it the one day, and literally the window crumbled in my hand. So I got some new windows today. The roof is coming in about 6 weeks or so. I'm going to have the new roof. I actually made a little area where I can actually make a little bonfire and stuff now. So I can actually drag out some of my stuff, and we can actually have a live stream over a bonfire, which is something that I have always wanted to do, and just have fun talking and having debates on Game Ahead Radio with you guys, and talk about the news that's going on. Saw a couple videos of the Skyrim VR, and it looked amazing. Yeah, houses are overrated. You'd be surprised. When I bought the house, it was considered a fixer-upper, and I don't think I've done a pretty bad job. This is the new windows that I put in. So, sorry if the trim looks a little bad. I still have to paint that, but the windows, they're actually doing pretty good. And it's raining outside. Go figure that one. But these are, trying to get a little closer here, but these are brand new windows I just put in. That's my front yard, actually, if you guys are wondering. And then, that was just something that didn't need to be there anyway. This is what the living room is currently looking like right now, at the moment. And that's my chair that I have. Again, I usually, back in the day, I used to do just living room live streams. And I'm actually going to be going down, it's kind of hard to see, down where that hallway is right there.
Demons await my blows.
I'm going to actually be using that hallway. There's a room down there that has basically been a storage unit for probably about 10 years. It's been a storage unit. Oh, crap, not again. You cut my head off, man. There we go. It's been a storage unit for probably about 10 years, and I just kind of just put, everything that I needed and everything that I didn't have room for, I kind of just threw back there, and it's been sitting and sitting and sitting. And I just, I looked in the room and I said, you know what? I think what I need to do is I need to take my collection. I think I need to take a lot of stuff that I've had in storage, because I've got things that I didn't even realize I had in storage. Like, for example, I have something that no one else has on PlayStation 4. I actually have an Avengers controller. Now, how cool is that? I bought this, I don't even know how long ago, but, yeah, the game is always interrupting me, but yeah, I bought this, I don't even know how long ago, but that is the coolest freaking controller in the world, and I found that when I was going through my stuff, and going through storage and stuff, and, let me see if I can pause this real quick. All right, I'll pause the game so that way, hey, Revan! It's been a long time, but yeah, I have a whole bunch of stuff in storage, and I've been meaning to take it out and put it into, a room. And my cat, for some odd reason, hey, stop that. Cat has decided that they want to play that controller. I'm actually, because I got a friend of mine who actually did some of the stuff for the controller. It's a modified controller, but no one else has that. I got a friend of mine that actually is wants to make more of them. So if you're interested, hit me in a message. I will send him a message and get you a controller, Sean, if you would like it. The controller's like $40. Is the cat new? Yes, I actually have a new cat here. I'm here. This is Orca. She's the newest member of the family, and she is a little hell spawn. Let's just put it this way. Come on, you want to say hi to all the people? Hi, everybody. My name is Orca, and I'm fluffy and cute. All right, I gotta go. I'm fluffy. Aries is good. As you guys know, Apollo passed away last year. So for me, losing one dog was really hard, but he's getting up there in age. He's not going to be around a long time, but Orca is the new kitty, and yes, I'm an animal lover myself. Sterling, I'll show you guys Sterling. He's been here for a little over 2 years now, but if I can get him, that's Sterling right there. He's not new, but we got him 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. And I've been so busy with streams, I don't think he's ever been on the stream, so this is actually his first time ever being on the stream. He is what's called a Russian Blue, and a Russian Blue mix, because unfortunately I saved him from a unfortunate circumstance. The people that previously owned him threw him out of a vehicle, out of a car. They threw him out of a car near the freeway. And my one good friend, whose name's Dave, you will meet on Game Ahead Radio when I do the live streams. We're going to have a debate about Godzilla and King Kong one night. Me and Dave are going to get together with a panel of people. Dave actually was able to find him and was able to save him. And Dave took care of him for a long period of time. I think it was like 6 months or so, 8 months, that he took care of him and brought him back up to health, got him all of his shots, got everything that he needed. And then Dave, unfortunately, had a baby. And the baby became kind of allergic to Sterling. And he couldn't keep him, even though he wanted to. And then Dave reached out to me and told me what had happened to him and why he needed to find him a home. And I was just so, like, holy crap, I got to do something to help him out. So I went down to his house and picked him up. And Orca, come here. They want to say hi to you. Yeah, they want to say hi to you. You want to say something? You want to say something to them? Oh, don't be wagging your tail. No, that is not allowed on this program. Yeah, I know. You want to eat them. Yeah, you want to eat. No, you want to eat food. That's what you want. Yeah, you know you're getting chunky, right? Now she's gonna hit me. Watch. You. Whoa, feisty. She's very, very feisty. But how many cats do I have in total? Right now, I have 5. 2 of them, unfortunately, are very, very old, so I don't want to get rid of them. I've got 2 cats that are 15 years old, and one that is, I'm going to say 13. I've had them all their lives, and I know that eventually they are going to pass away. I know it's a matter of, a year, probably. So when Sterling and Orca came into my life, I kind of felt like, you know what, at least I'm not replacing them, but at least I'm giving another opportunity for some cats to have a good home. And after my pup here, Aries, passes away, which I'll put the camera on Aries for a little bit. Let's see if I can get him in the shot. There he is. There you guys go. But yeah, after he passes away, no more dogs for me for a little while. I have a new kitten with the belly the size of 2 tennis balls. Holy crap. That's a big kitty. That's got to be a Fluffinator kitty. But yeah, after he goes, after he's no longer here, it's going to be it for me for dogs for quite a while. Probably not going to get another pair of dogs. I might get one dog in the future, but I think just having him for 14 years, I think that's been a blessing. So I consider that a blessing. But yeah, once the other 2 go, I'll have 3 left, and then I'll have 2 eventually, and then that's it for me with cats wise. I'm just gonna keep the 2 cats and maybe get a dog at some point in the future. But if I'm gonna get a dog, it's gonna be another husky or it's gonna be a wolf dog because, yeah, that's the problem with pets. They always leave you behind, and it hurts. It does hurt. Someone once told me that pets they come into your life to enrich your life, and when they leave, it's like a hole in your heart, and it's the absolute truth. I love my animals, and I go work for my animals. I don't have 8 kids, so for me, they are my kids. And I know a lot of people kind of feel that way as well. So for me, I come home, they make me laugh, they make me smile on the days that it's crap, And it's just like you guys, you guys tune in whenever I do a live stream, and I'm great. Some YouTubers don't have that respect and love and affection that you guys have for me, and I greatly appreciate that. And that's why I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to do a lot of live streams, and that's why I kind of started Game Ahead Radio, just so you guys can still have some sort of interaction with me, even if it's on a limited basis. There was a while I didn't put anything on Game Ahead Radio for like 3 months, 4 months, something like that. And it's just because I got so busy, I just couldn't sit down. Literally, every weekend I was getting called to do this or getting to do that or something like that. And again, I apologize for that. That's not an excuse. It's just, it's an unfortunate set of circumstances. And, when you have your life, and I'm sure all of you guys live your lives, and with the pandemic, a lot of my friends really needed me at a certain time, and my family needed me, especially my dad right now, who is on hospice care. It gets tough, to do a live stream and then also have a life, and then have to go to work and work 60 hours. It really it really hurts and really sucks that sometimes I can't do a live stream when I want to. But again, tomorrow that changes with Diablo 2. I'm going to live stream as soon as it downloads, so get ready for that. PUBG DM about not live streaming you or busy, we don't rush you or discipline you in any way. I get it, don't worry. I'm not worried about being disciplined or anything like that. I just want you guys to be made aware of the situation because, life. I mean, just like you guys go through stuff and, you guys go through things that you don't like and things happen that you can't control, and I'm no exception to that rule. When I started YouTube back in 2009 on here, I knew that there was going to be a point where I wasn't going to be able to do a live stream, and I wasn't going to be able to, stop and continue and then continue even better, So, but again, Game Ahead Radio, it's on Spotify. I will actually put that here in the thing here. I got to look for the link real quick. But I'll put that in the stream here so you guys can go check that out. Game Ahead Radio, again, is going to be, coming in very, very soon. I am looking forward to that. Like I said, I got a whole bunch of guests that I've been talking to about coming onto the program and just having a fun time, just talking about things and debating things and talking to all of you about what's going on in the world of gaming itself and gaming news and just really cool little tiny things that I want you guys to be like ready to go and everything. All right, here is the link for the show is in the comments here, and I'll also put this in the description of this particular thing. You could also type in Game Ahead Radio. Trying to get this. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. So I put that in there so you guys can actually check that out. And I always do my famous boop, 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 boop. So, oh, yeah. Shoot, I gotta show you guys something else, too. I also have, as I said, I have Xbox. I also have PlayStation 4. Oh, no, not again. They're cutting off my head. No, we're not allowed to cut off the head. Okay, good. That's good enough. So, I got new Xbox controllers. Put that a little closer. They're Punisher. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a huge Punisher fan. So, put that up there. I think they're really cool. They're just regular Xbox controllers that have been modified. And these are all from my friend James. James is freaking awesome with making customized stuff. He hand paints everything, and he does an amazing job doing what he does. He did this Avengers controller, which I absolutely love. He did such an amazing job with this. I asked him to do something with Avengers a while back, and he isn't the Punisher series on Netflix? Yes, it is. Actually, that is the Punisher with the dude from The Walking Dead. I can't remember his name, but he played one of the guys that was having an affair with the main character's wife. Again, I can't remember his name. I watched the show for, I think, the first season, and then I kind of got bored with it because it was pretty much the same thing over and over and over again. But yes, so he does a lot of custom work. If you guys are interested, let me know, and I'll gladly pass on your information, and you can buy, a bunch of stuff from him. And I got a bunch of new games. Yeah, it's pretty insane, like the amount of games and stuff that I actually have on PlayStation 4. I have 520 games now on PlayStation 4. And one game that just was announced, and I'm going to be talking about this on Gamehead Radio, and my concerns about it, especially it being remade for the Xbox Series. And let me go get the case of the thing. For anybody who knows this game, you know I love this series, and if they remake it, I'm a little worried. So if you know that game, Knights of the Old Republic, you know I absolutely love both Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2. These are two of my treasured games that I have in my collection that I literally have probably put 2,000 hours into alone, just playing them over and over and over and over and over, and I absolutely love these games. I'm a little worried about the remake. I'm not going to lie, because I heard it's just they're remaking the first game, and they're not remaking this one, which this one right here, this one to me is just simply a much better game. Again, I'll put that on the thing so everybody can see. The Sith Lords, Knights of the Old Republic. This game is my favorite game out of the two. Not to say that one isn't bad. Let me, first off say that the first game is an amazing game. But this one, I actually liked just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. So that's why it's my favorite. But yeah, good vibes. 3x3. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, so in closing, tomorrow will be one hell of a live stream, guys. And I've got new microphones coming for Gamehead Radio. I'm going to have the 11/11/21 10 years anniversary release of Skyrim. Huh. I didn't know that. It was November 11th. Will be 10 years. Oh, okay. When are you going, like, tomorrow? Well, I have to wait for the game to download. It's supposed to download about noon, 1 o'clock my time. I get out of work at 6. So I'm thinking probably about 8 p.m. I'm going to stream it. I'm going to put it here on... There's an actual thing that I can actually hook up on the computer and actually schedule it so you guys know that I'm going to be live streaming the game on the actual live stream. So just be aware. It is coming tomorrow. It is going to be a fun time. And if you do join, you will have a blast. That game, Diablo 2, is one of the best games ever. Diablo 1, still one of my all-time favorite games. And that, if for those of you who do not know, Diablo and Diablo 2 actually inspired another game that is actually one of my favorite games. And, okay, I appreciate that, Myho. Thank you so much. There is a game that was inspired by Diablo, and I'm going to bring this up on Gamehead Radio, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Diablo. I went into a little bit of a detail about the whole scandal plaguing Blizzard right now. And again, you should guys listen to that episode. I really wanted to talk a little bit about it, and I actually might do another episode tonight for you guys in anticipation for Diablo 2. But yeah, the game that inspired, or I should say was inspired by Diablo and Diablo 2, is something called Champions of Norrath and Champions of Norrath Return to Arms. Now, those are two games that I'm going to get a group of friends together. I still got my PS2, and I still got my my little 4-person controller port. I'm going to put those in one day, and we are going to sit down. We're going to play Champions, and we're going to play Champions Return to Arms, and we are going to have a blast playing that live. And we're going to do that for charity, I think. We're going to try to see if we can raise money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. So that's something that I would like to let you guys know about ahead of time, so that way you guys know what's going on, so that way you guys can be there, and just watching the channel helps support. And I'm going to try to do a simulcast on both YouTube and Twitch, and go from there. But again, Champions of Norrath was my obsession pre-Oblivion and Skyrim. Yeah, absolutely. The weapon and loot system of Champions and Champions Return to Arms were some of the best freaking things. Like, you could literally take your from Champions game and take it into Return to Arms. You could literally take your character with, I believe, all the weapons, or maybe it's all the defense stuff, and transfer it over to the next game. That was the coolest thing in the world back in the day. And even though it's a PlayStation 2 game, it's a game that I've been wanting to play again. I still have both of my copies ready to go, and I'm going to enjoy that. I really hope you guys will love that as much as I love those particular games. We may actually, when we get some time, we may do the wave challenge that's in the game. There's this thing where you go against waves and waves of enemies. You try to get the highest number of waves. I got to wave 300 before the game actually crashed on us. And it's actually on my Dove218 channel, I believe, for that. And that was my very first YouTube channel that I did. And that was back in 2007. So I've been on YouTube since 2007. I started with just a simple channel with one video. Somebody had sent me a Legacy of Kain trailer, and I thought, oh, okay, I'll upload this, you know. And yeah, I got to 300 with all my weapons and everything that I was able to upgrade, and you know, I did the best I could at that time. And then I got to wave 300 and the game crashed, and I was like, oh, at least I recorded it, you know. And I didn't have any fancy recording equipment like I do now. I actually just had a little tiny, I don't even know what it was, but it was like a little tiny camera that I had bought at a yard sale, I think it was. And I just pointed it to the TV because that's all I could do at the moment, because I didn't have any type of recording equipment for streaming. I didn't have anything. And I just pointed it and went through the game, and I got to, I think it was like 200 or 250, I think I got wave-wise, and I'm like, I better record this because no one's going to believe that I got to wave 300. And so that's what I did. I recorded it, got to wave 300. And then someone later on, I can't remember his name offhand, they actually went to like wave 1,200 or something like that. And I was like, holy crap. And I worked weeks on that character just to get them up to where they are. And one day I will go for another record. I'm going to try breaking that person's record by doing like 1,500 waves. I think it's 1,200 right now is the current record on YouTube. But I'm going to make sure that if I do it, I'm going to do it with a bunch of people that are going to encourage me to keep going, man, you know, and have a lot of fun. And that's when you know a game just doesn't like you. Yeah, definitely. When you get to wave 300 and it decides to take crap right in the middle of it, and you're like, damn it. But yeah, I got some really cool stuff. When you guys see the new live stream room, it's not going to happen tomorrow, but definitely here in the future. I'm going to be putting it together. I'm going to start, not this weekend, but the weekend after, I'm going to start fixing things up, getting stuff out of the room, cleaning up the room, and then that's when I'm going to start bringing in all of my stuff and all my cool little things that I bought over the years and stuff that I've collected, and my PlayStation and all of my other games and stuff. I'm going to put them on a shelf so you guys can see how many games I have that are physical copies, and what I have for PlayStation and PlayStation 2 and all that kind of fun stuff. And yeah, it's going to be cool. I'm going to put a little desk in there or something, and I'm going to put some microphones around. Oh, I was going to say, I got plenty of artwork. Trust me on that. I went out and I bought like a crap ton of really cool stuff. If you guys give me a second here, I will go and I will go get something that I am planning on putting in the room, and it's really, really cool. So give me 1 second here. Just give me a second. Okay, so the first thing on my list here that I have, and I totally forgot to remove something on it. I put this little sticky note on it. So, but what do you guys think that is? I'm going to turn it around and let you guys see. What do you think this is? Get a little closer. Obviously, it's Captain America, but what do you guys think that is? All right. Now, you guys think you know what it is, right? You think it's a book. What if I said it's not a book? It's actually got, like, postcards and other stuff in it, and it does have a little bit of a notepad in here, but I don't want to take it out of the thing, but it's got envelopes and a little tiny notepad and some really cool little tiny things on it. But this is actually this actually is wood. This is actual wood. So I found this the one day when I was just going around town, and I was not expecting to find this, and they wanted the people that I got this from. They wanted to charge me, and holy crap, did they want a lot for this? And I was able to talk them down to like, I think it was like $40. They wanted to charge me like $500 for this. And they were trying to say it was a book. And I knew it wasn't a book. I didn't pick it up. I didn't, like, pick it up and look at it and all that kind of stuff. I looked at it and I knew, no, that's not a book. And then, because when I looked at it, I want to be completely honest with you, the front part of the book was not open. It was this part right here that I was looking at on the table. All right, so I'm looking at this. All right, and I'm thinking, that is a really cool, and then I realized that's not a book. There's no way that could be a book because there's no paper in the book. So they tried telling me that this is a $500 book, and I'm like, it's not a book. And the lady was really old, so maybe she didn't know what she had. But I opened it up, and I realized what it was because on the front of it, it literally says right there, it has, and I'm going to read it real quick here. It says 20 blank note cards, 20 envelopes, 20 stickers, a pocket journal, and a keepsake box. That's what it says right there on the front. Now, I didn't see that when, again, I came up and looked at it, and I'll go a little closer so you guys can read that a little bit. But I did not read that when, like I said, she had it on the table. When she had it on the table, she had it like this, so I couldn't see that sticker that was on the front. And she's trying to tell me it's $500, and I'm like, there's no way it's $500. I said, look, I'll tell you what, it's in good shape. I don't know exactly when it was made. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on it, but I thought it was cool as shit. So I said, you know what? I'll offer you $40 because I think that's probably about what it's going to be worth. And she took it, and I found out later it was a little bit more than $40 because it is considered a collector's item. And this actually turned out to be an amazing buy, and I'm so happy that I actually got this. The other thing that I have here is something, as you guys know, I'm a huge, Batman, Superman, DC person. I love DC comics, and I love anything DC related. And I wanted stuff for my game room that was going to be DC related. So I got to take notes off of this stuff. It's annoying when you have little tiny things. I put notes on stuff to let, when I bought it and things like that. And, sometimes I'll put little notes on it letting me know, hey, make sure you don't put anything on top of this, yada, yada, yada. But this is actually pretty cool. You'd think this is a Funko Pop. It is not. This is not a Funko Pop. This is actually something that's actually pretty cool. Now, I opened this already, so don't kill me thinking that I've just destroyed it. But I'll pull this out and I'll show you, and hopefully it does what it's supposed to do. I pulled this out and I played with it for probably about an hour, and I just thought this is like the coolest little thing that I've ever seen in my life. It is plastic, it is in the thing, and it actually lights up. Now how cool is that? That's gonna go on the back end so you guys can see that all lit up and shit with all the lights and stuff that I'm gonna have in my game room. But this is Wonder Woman, and this is actually it's basically a light up Funko Pop, and I just thought it was really cool. And this is one of the things I bought that is gonna go in the game room. It's in mint condition. I've only opened it up I think once or twice, something like that, and I just broke it. I just broke it, man. I just broke it. No, it's fine. I didn't break it much. But yeah, it's one of those things I absolutely love, and I said that if I'm going to add stuff to my collection for the background, I got to have some really cool stuff. It's basically, like a little tiny nightlight. And apparently this is number 5. There were a bunch of them that were made. Batman, Superman, Flash, Cyborg, Harley Quinn, Joker, and Aquaman. So I'm going to try to see if I can... why people don't open Funko Pop? It's a lot to do with the actual collection itself. A lot of the ones that I bought that I have Funko Pops for, you never want to open. And I learned this lesson because when I was very young, I had all of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle characters, every single one of them. I had probably a collection of like 200 those little plastic characters. And when I had those characters, they were all unopened. And I made the mistake when I got older that I didn't need those characters anymore. I didn't need to save them. And I sold them to somebody who wanted to buy them. And I sold them for, at the time, I thought it was a really good price. And I found out later on it was a terrible price. I found out about 4 years later that that price... I should have gotten probably about $1,000 more back then when I sold it. And that collection, if I had still had that collection today, unopened toys, basically, if they were still in the original cases with everything untouched, I always kept the plastic on everything. I found out that collection at one point, the originals, and I had stuff when they first manufactured them. I saw somebody sell their whole collection for $22,000. And that made me go, holy crap, what have I done? I didn't even sell it for, I think I sold it for like $800 for the whole collection, or $900, something like that. And yeah, if I had just waited a little while, I could have sold all that stuff for $22,000 plus. So that's why, if you're wondering, Myho, why people don't open Funko Pop stuff, it's because when people kind of forget about it, and then people that are younger, let's say somebody who loved Funko Pop when they were 12 or 11 years old, and never got a chance to buy it. When they get into an adult age, they go, you know what? I want to find Funko Pops. That's what I want to find. And they are going to look for ones that have never been opened, no one's ever used before. And if you got enough of them, and you got a certain amount of those for like a theme, like me, I love Mortal Kombat, so I bought a lot of the Mortal Kombat ones. They will go up in price because people want them very, very much. And that's how it is right now with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's how it is with Skyrim stuff, Fallout stuff. People want to buy things that have never been opened. So, speaking of Skyrim, I actually bought this at a yard sale. It is used. It is scratched up, but it's still the original book that came out when the game came out back in the day. And I have one of these particular copies of books that they stopped producing because there was a little tiny flaw in these books, and they don't say anything in the book that is a flaw. But what's interesting about this is in the side, it's kind of hard to see, so I'm going to have to kind of wiggle it. You see how the sides are kind of like, there's a little like indentation and stuff like that? Well, that was actually a printing mistake. So there's only supposed to be, in these books that came out, there's only supposed to be one line on the side, okay? And if you look close, there's actually three. So what happened was the ink on the book actually bled through to the other pages. And when that happened, this book became a lot of money because it's considered a rare book. I found it at a yard sale for $5. Even in the condition this book is in, which is, it's in rough shape, it's not in the best of shape. This book, right now, I had someone actually ask to buy it from me. They wanted to pay me $500 for this book. Literally. Isn't that crazy? So yes, I have some things that are going to go in my gaming room that are very, very special. And that's just a small amount of collection you guys get to see. And there's a lot of things that you guys haven't seen yet. And I will upload some photos. I think I uploaded a couple photos to my Facebook Paranormal Video Gamer page. And there's a couple things there that you may want to check out. If you got Facebook and you got, Twitter and Instagram, I'm on there too. So don't forget to follow me on there too. And there's little stuffed animals I have that are now 800 plus, but now they're useless because younger me took the tags off of them. Ouch, dude. Yeah, Myho, I feel your pain because back in the day I used to collect, and I still have a couple of them actually. Here, I'll show you real quick. I have a few, but I don't have a whole lot, but I do have a Siberian Husky. I've got some other ones too. But these beanie ones, these, I don't know if they're Beanie Babies or, yeah, they're Beanie Babies. This is my little Siberian Husky. I just thought he was really cute. And he's been with me for a very long time. This is Buff, according to the tag here. His birthday is November 28th. That's what it says on tag. Buff. So, yeah, I understand that. I actually did that when I was younger, and then I also had a I also had a collection going of really old Super Nintendo games. I had a really, really big collection at one point. I had like, I think it was like 150 games, 200 games, something like that. And when I had those games, I made the mistake of throwing out the original cases, and I didn't. I was young. I mean, I was stupid back then, and I didn't realize that saving the cases was actually, and it was the cardboard cases. So the game that the box that the game came in, I always ripped it up and threw it in the garbage. I didn't even think about anything like that. And you mean the Beanie Baby? I wasn't planning on selling it. I just kind of, been keeping it because it's a husky. But yeah, I had Super Nintendo games, and I threw away all the boxes that they came with, and I destroyed them all. And I found out years later that there was one game in particular that I had that was one of the rarest games. And with the box and the game and the instruction booklet, I could have gotten $3,000 for it. And yeah, I'm kicking myself in the ass for that one now. The other one that I had a very rare Phantasy Star 4 Japanese edition of the game. Yeah, I was stupid. I was 8 years old, 9 years old at the time that I got those games. So 8-year-old me didn't realize that, destroying the original packaging was a no-no. But yeah, I had an original copy of the Japanese version of Phantasy Star 4, and it had all the Chinese characters on it, and it had the original instruction booklet. And I made the mistake of trusting a good friend who had been my friend for a while. I made the mistake of storing it over at his apartment. And I stored it over there because I stored a couple things over there, and I totally forgot it was in the box with some things that I had put in there. And at some point, I went down there to go recollect it, and it was not in the box anymore. And I know where it was. I know where it was in the box because I had it wrapped up, and I had it it was in a brown envelope and a bunch of other stuff that I put in the envelope to pat it down. And I actually wrote on it what it was and, do not open unless you are going to sell, Dale. And I put that on the, stupid me, I put that on the actual packaging because it was a reminder to me, if you're going to sell this, make sure that, if you're going to open it, make sure you got somebody that's going to buy it pretty much. And, I found out later on that he had a drug problem and sold that for, I can't remember exactly how much it was. I think he sold it for like $50 at a pawn shop. And the pawn shop turned around, they went online, and they actually turned around and sold it for $15,000. And that's one game. One game. They turned around and they sold it for 15 grand. And at that time, 15 grand was the minimum that people were getting for the games. I just looked up the price on the Japanese games, and I looked up that particular game just recently. An auction in Tokyo actually sold the game for what in American money is $78,000. So it was unopened, it had never been played, and now I realize that trusting my friend was probably the worst thing I ever did. Do you remember called Another World for NES? Yes, I actually have it on PS4. Another World was one of those weird games, but awesome games that it took a while for you to get used to. But once you got used to it and you got used to the control and everything, it was an amazing experience. But yes, I do remember that for Super Nintendo Entertainment System. That was one of the coolest games that has ever been released, and just a damn shame they didn't release it. I think they released it last year or the year before. They finally released it for PS4, and you can buy it. You can literally buy the game, and it's the whole game, which is the coolest thing in the world. They re-released it, but yeah, definitely one of my more interesting games, and I hope you guys enjoy my character here in Diablo 3. I'm working on Diablo 3, getting psyched up for Diablo 2. I'm actually going to play this for a little while. And do a video probably, just playing the game and enjoying it. So, and again, don't forget Game Ahead Radio, guys. Again, go check it out. I'll put it in the description for the show. And that's going to be it for me. I got to get going here because I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to prepare for tomorrow. And I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, even if it's only for 55 minutes, 56 minutes here or so. But again, thank you guys so much for joining me. Again, I'm Paranormal Video Gamer, and I'm going to be doing a live stream tomorrow, probably about 8, 9 o'clock. Again, I'll put it in the tray so you guys can see when it's going to go on. And we are going to have some awesome fun. So join me for that. Let's rock and roll. Let's go kill some demons and slay them. So, good night, everybody. Again, thank you so much for joining me. And remember to go boop yourself. Bye, everybody. Boop, 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 boop.